what time it is with your boy Oatmeal right here rocking the Spinrilla. You already know Dallas to Atlanta. My partner.
Hey, man.
Because his partner manager don't pick up the phone. I'll put it on camera. But
Hollywood,
my partner,
hey,
he
man.
Hollywood, my boy OG Bobby. Billions in
What's
the
word,
building, man.
I'm back.
Man, he back, man. We started off when we first came through. We did like an IG live type of interview, man. And now we rocking out and doing a real interview. And it's crazy because, bro, when you left here, I already knew you was finna be doing your thing.
Yeah.
But like, after you started doing your thing, I started watching you on like IG. I started watching my boy EJ IG, and I'm just like, man, y'all been moving show to show,
On the move,
everywhere, man.
Shit.
So just tell me how life been since the first time you came here, and then to Spinrilla, and like how everything been now.
Man, we been on the go. You know, it's really what it looked like, man. We been city to city, just moving around. It's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's tiring. You know, it's hard. It's hard work. It's hard work, but it's a blessing, though. You know, a lot of people don't get that opportunity, don't ever get to experience that. So, shit's just it feel good.
Did it settle in like you like a real? Cause like you're a real artist now, like cause like you can be inspired or have inspiration to be like, man, look, I want to be a rapper, I want to be an artist, right?
Yeah.
But like, has it sinked into you like, dang, like I'm getting booked now. The phone is like really ringing. The music starting to catch on.
Man, that shit sink. You know, it sink in because you know this shit happened so fast. You know, on my instant, it happened so fast. You know, that was my first lead single. It did all that, so it's like that shit sink in every day.
Tell them what the lead single is.
Outside was that first one, man. That took everything to where it's at today and shit. That shit sink in every day. Every day I walk out my crib and walk into a new spot and I hear, oh, it's OG back then. That shit still sink in every day.
Have you ever like drove and then heard the record in somebody else's car?
Everywhere.
Let me tell you crazy, bro. So as soon as we did our IG live thing, right, I ain't thinking too much of it. So I parked back here in the back of Spinrilla, and I'm walking out, and these chicks in the Charger, right, and they playing the hell out of it. I'm like, hold on, bro, we just left here. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh man, we got something here. You feel me? Then I got excited, like, boy, we just got a nice little interview. He in there, and then that's when I just became a fan. But like, what do you call your type of music? Like, it's like a new age of like the rap song. It's like soul. It's like, I don't want to say singing, but I like y'all putting passion into the music now when you rapping. So almost to the average fan is like singing, but I feel like it's still rap. I just think y'all just like putting it all the way out there. So what is it?
Man, it's like some soulful gangsta gospel type. Okay. Just a little bit of all that, you know. You know, but shit, we just trying to elevate this soul music, you know, take it somewhere where take it to a place that it might not have got took to yet, you know.
Let's talk about this new project you got out, man.
Yeah, man.
What's the name of the project?
Holy Go 2. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go get that, man. It's beautiful music from front to back.
What inspired that name, the music that's on there? Like, what inspired that?
Well, Holy Go, it kinda, I guess, you know, started from the first project. The Holy Go with Outside is, but see, what inspired that name was shit, the Goats. That's kind of like my team back home. That's kind of like our little logo. Billy Gang, Billy Goats. So we just it's just goats. I got, you know, like a lot of my tattoos got goats on them and shit. That's kind of like my little logo. And shit, we put the holy in it just cause, you know, the theme of the album with the choirs and everything, just that theme. So it's, instead of Holy Ghost, the Holy Goat.
Did you grow up in church and stuff? Like, how did choir stuff come about?
Yeah. So, you know, I want to say that's like one of my, like when I think back, that's one of my first, like as a kid, you know, you sitting there, as a kid when you sitting in church, when you know when you're a kid, a lot of the other stuff don't stick when you're a kid. But, you know, that's one of the things I think I remember, and it's just in my subconscious. Even if I don't remember it all the way, like in my subconscious somewhere, that shit just stuck. It stick, you know. But for sure, I grew up, you know, Granny had me in their church, you know, 3-4 days after week type shit.
What was the name of the church?
Carver Heights Baptist Church, South Oak Cliff, you know, South Oak Cliff, Texas, Carver Heights Baptist Church.
And you just grew up in, you know, it's crazy, I grew up in church too. My mom, that's back in the day, my mom used to just make you be in the choir.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Look, I used to fall asleep And while the preacher,
I had that same problem. I used to get my ass beat.
So after we sing, they used to make us go back sit with our parents because we used to be back there. Gone.
For sure.
Everybody knocked out.
For sure. I had that same problem.
Did you have to sing too?
Being the pew, yeah. And see me, like, I ain't have the best vocals with me. I was always like, I've always been the type nigga, like, you know, give me the mic. Like,
for real?
Yeah, I can take the mic. I'm gonna show out.
You ain't even care.
I'm gonna put a show on. I don't even care about the notes that much. Fuck the notes.
You just gonna sing regardless.
I'm gonna do my thing. Yeah.
Man, so let's talk about because I love people like because you're gonna do so many interviews. They're gonna talk about the music, everything. Because everybody know the music dope, but here it's been real. I want people to like really just know you. Let's just talk about Dallas. Okay, what side of Dallas are you from?
Oak Cliff.
Oak Cliff. So that's like the south side?
South side. That's the most popular side. Okay. That's one of the most popular neighborhoods in Texas.
Oak
Cliff, Texas.
So tell me how it was coming from Oak Cliff. Like tell me about your upbringing and stuff.
You know, it was cool. You know, my upbringing, you know, it was cool being from the Cliff. You know, that's where even people that's not from Oak Cliff, everybody want to be from the Cliff. So you already got this. You know, it's kind of the live side of Dallas.
So it's like they had a grandmother live there. They gonna say they from there.
Yeah. Cause anybody that got say they got partners live there. I know people. You know, just they my partners be like, I'm from. Nah.
You just let them.
You just let them slide there once in a while. But nah, it was cool. It was beautiful. Like, you know, even though we was in the hood, we ain't really just know it like that. Life was good. You know, my old man's a hard worker. Mm-hmm. So you know he owned businesses, a businessman. Okay. You know, dropped out of school in elementary and still went on. You know, owned his own business, took care of us, and shit. You know, life was good. My granny really ain't had to work. You know, life was good. So.
That's hard, man. So you came out. What high school did you attend?
Townview.
So was you rapping and doing all that in school?
I wasn't rapping. I wasn't. You know, I knew I wanted, like, I always had in my mind, because I moved, like I was always, like, ever since elementary school, moved like a rapper. But, you know, that's most inner city black youth. Yeah. And I was popular growing up, so you know, I moved like a rapper. Like, you know, we was living that rap, that's what we wanted to live like. We was living that rap lifestyles. But I wasn't rapping. But I knew I was gonna be one. Like when the teacher be like, "What you gonna be when you grow up?" Like I used to tell my mama, like, you know, when I get in trouble at school, I'd be like, "Mama, you know, you ain't gotta worry about this. I'm gonna be a superstar." I ain't even know I was gonna be a rapper.
You just knew you was gonna be something.
I'm gonna be a star.
Did you play sports, anything?
I played football.
I don't know why I'm finna say you played football. What position?
Cornerback.
What you call?
I was nice.
He was nice. It's different. I asked him, was he cold? He said, I was nice.
I was nice.
You gonna keep it real.
I was nice.
Hey, look, I always tell people, look at my highlight tape, but I ain't got none. But it don't matter.
I ain't gonna look it up. Look, it sound good when you say it.
It sound good when I'm saying I ain't got not one. But I always tell people that. So now we get from high school. Did you ever think about going to college?
Yeah, I went to college. I left high school. I went to U of H for a semester. Okay. And went to TSU for a semester.
Okay. So, I went to Tennessee State. I went to the real TSU.
You went to TSU. I don't know about that. That's another debate.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that later. That's what's up, man. So then after that, after school, after you figured like, okay, this might not be for me right now. When did the first day you were like, you know what? Let me take this music seriously. Like, what was the step? Were you just in the studio? Like, what happened?
Well, see, I guess it was a few things. So I'm gonna start growing up. My partners was rapping, like, you know, from a kid. Like growing up, a lot of my partners was rapping, and they was having motion in Dallas. I moved to Houston. My roommate in the H, he was rapping, and like he was like a popular rapper in Houston at the time. Like he had little songs on the radio and shit. I watch him record a song in the closet, and they wouldn't even go into the studio. Record something in the closet, it'd be on the radio. And so, you know, little things like that are kind of inspiring, even when you don't even realize it at the time. You know what I mean? I'm not even realizing it at the time, but like all of that, once it got to that point for me, it's like, you know, I've been around this. I know all the people. Mm-hmm. I know everybody at the radio station. Mm-hmm. I know all the DJs. I used to throw parties. I know all the DJs. I booked the DJs. I've been on the phone, called them to book them. Before they was radio DJs, so I know all the DJs. You know, I've always been the type like, you know, I always been to skip the line at the club, so I know everybody that run all the clubs. So it's like, it just made sense, you know. Like, you know, it just made sense. It's like shit, you know, I might as well figure this out. And see, I've always been smart, so it's like I always know. Like that's another thing. Like I always know whatever I want to do. Like when I tell my mama it's gonna be good, like it's because I just know whatever. If that's what I want to do, I'm gonna be good at it.
So what was your experience, your first time experience in like a studio? It could have been a house, a studio. Like what was that like?
That was when I was a kid. I was like 12, 13. My granny, she had booked me some studio time. I made a couple songs too. When I was a kid. That's something I don't even think about till you just said. Like I've never said that before in an interview. I didn't even really think about that till right now.
Just say it
but
again,
I was a kid though. I was like 12, 13 years old, maybe younger. My granny had booked me some studio time. I made about 3-4 songs. That low key hard too on the cool. Especially for a little kid, that was hard on the cool.
Where you get the beats from? YouTube.
They had producers at the studio putting stuff together.
Yeah.
Producers at the studios was putting them together.
So let's talk about the Stigma, man. So you're a different Dallas rapper, right? Texas, period. So the Stigma from outside cities, right? Dallas was dancing. Houston was different. I know y'all heard this before. Yeah. But now it ain't even the same no more. Like the artists that's coming out now out of Dallas y'all is different.
Nah,
y'all ain't really doing the dancing. So did you feel like you had to make dance records to come out of Dallas?
I ain't never felt like that. I don't think I've ever felt like that. But it's like, but nah, I for sure, I got a couple moves though.
Look, I went to a club. I forgot what the name of that club was in Dallas, man. But I knew I was in Dallas though.
No, yeah, you knew you was.
Yeah, I definitely knew I was in Dallas. It was two different type of people in there. The one that was looking at me shout out, and the other one that was dancing. Yeah, but the one with dancing looked about crazy. They was the ones in there fighting.
Nah, for real.
I said they got too much energy in here, man.
Gonna work and then get to it.
Yeah, man, that's how it was, man.
For sure.
So it is like that. So they do a lot more dancing.
Nah, yeah, niggas don't really dance no more. But shit, around them time periods you talking about though, niggas was
dancing.
Fucking that dance floor up. I guess you know what changed all that shit is at the clubs ain't no more dance floors. You know, now it's like everything sections.
Yeah.
So now niggas ain't got no room to be doing all that shit.
Growing up, the section was on outside and then you had the dance floor.
Man, I don't even remember seeing no motherfucking section when I was young.
You just out kicking it.
I don't even remember seeing them since we was in the middle of the dance floor 30 deep.
Ready.
Yeah, the whole dance floor was our section.
Hey, I used to be like, man, I used to watch out people who had the dirtiest shoes. I know they gonna fight. Cause they came in the club not caring. They already don't care. They're just like when you see
what they came for.
That's what they came for.
Yeah, they came here to
If it's a car that look like it been hit a few times, I always go to the other side. They don't care. They already crashed a few times.
Yeah,
they already hit no money.
Yeah, crash dummies.
They already crashed dummies.
Crash dummies.
Man, that's what's up, man. So where you see yourself in the next? I'm always say the next year in this music game, because I feel like you're an artist now, bro. Because I feel like I always tell people they're artists once they start getting booked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think you're trying to be an artist when you're just in the studios and you know you're making dope records. But once people start hitting your line and say, "Hey, we want to pay you to come here," oh man, you're an artist.
Nah, for real.
So what's the goal for this next year, man? Like I don't want to say the next 5. We ain't got that much time. I want to know where we at now.
The next year, I'm really finna be pushing out more work. I'm switching it up on this next one after all they going doing something a little different. But you know, pushing out bigger and better records. You know, becoming a bigger and better artist. Like you know, that's really the goal at the end of the day. You know, make this shit bigger than what it is now. It's already bigger than. It got bigger fast than what a nigga planned on. But shit, you know. Keep going in the same direction.
That's a blessing. I love hearing y'all say like, it's like when you blink, that's what it means when they say it just kind of happen out of nowhere. Or they be like overnight, but they don't really know you've been grinding for a minute, but somehow when you blink and wake up, the phone get the ring.
The grind come before the music. Like the grind is way before you even start the music. Like people think this shit happened overnight, but shit, niggas in them trenches. Like you know, shit, the real grind ain't had nothing to do with no music. Like you know, the real grind is what built the musician. Like you know, the trials and tribulations. Like
we gotta say it again. The real grind is what built the musician.
Nah, real
like
talk.
They need
real
to put that out
grind is
there.
what built the musician. It's them
That's where the
trials and
music come
tribulations.
from.
Yeah, it's where the music come from. Like that's the real grind. Niggas think just because you went in the studio, man. I wish I was in the studio. I wish I could have been in the studio all motherfucking day. Nigga, I had real life shit going on. You know.
Facts. And now you're able to tell it and turn it into a story.
Now we able to turn it into music, into something beautiful.
Man, I always like to, cause I already know some kids out there that's from Texas, period. Cause I always like to be specific with Texas, but then Texas as a whole, right? So at the end of the day, I want you to, whatever kid is in Texas, Atlanta, or wherever, I want you to be able to tell them something that's motivating, you know what I mean?
For sure.
They getting frustrated, you know what I mean? Like, man, I don't really want to do this, man. Let them know right here, man. Like, what you think they should keep doing?
Keep pushing, keep going, stay focused. Like, have your end goal, and make sure every day you inching towards that end goal, even if it's just an inch. Shit, at 365 days in a year, shit, you gonna get if you keep pushing towards that direction, you keep coming towards that goal. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, you gonna come up with something. If you really on it, you really, if time is on your side, shit, you're gonna come up with something. And like, it only take one.
There you go.
You only gotta come up with one.
Man, you had that one outside.
And see, that's what motherfuckers don't really, that's what it's hard to think about. Like, you only gotta come up with one. That's why it ain't never no give up type shit. Like, especially after you come up with that one, then you done ate, you eat good, you like you really sink in like damn,
Yeah.
I only gotta come up with one. Let's make 100.
There's
one in there.
Once you get that one, you can come up with
whatever.
Yeah. So OG Bobby Billions, you don't smoke.
I don't smoke. I ain't smoked in 4 years now.
What made you not smoke?
Man, just overdoing it. I was just doing too much, smoking too much, smoking up the pack. It's time to relax.
No lean?
No lean, no lean. I mean, it tastes good. I ain't gonna just say I'm just anti-lean as I am anti-smoke. I'm not smoking no more. I'm not hitting another blunt.
Yeah.
But shit, I don't do nothing just recreational like that. Like, I'm not no lean sipper.
Yeah.
I'm not no pill popper. Yeah. I might have a drink, a 2
What's your
or
choice
3,
of drink?
or 10.
Yo, you sound like my partner. He said he went from 3 to 10 quick. You my partner turn the animals in the club.
Hey man, nah, for real.
That's
EJ be like, put that water down, take that water from him.
We got EJ over there, man. He thinks my daddy, man. Just cause you own the restaurant, man. You talk to nobody like that.
Hey, give me that bottle
yeah,
back.
I'm fast, man.
Going up.
I swear, when I come back to Dallas, I'm calling you first, man.
Yeah, we going crazy.
Oh, man. Come on,
outside.
man. Hey, man, I'm excited about this interview. We finna do so many more. We're gonna do a sound check with them. We're gonna do an event with them downstairs. It's gonna be crazy in Spinrilla.
Sure.
We already know we're gonna blast the music crazy on the front page, Spinrilla. You know we got your back here, Spinrilla. Don't nobody else got it.
Nobody got it.
We rocking with you. We rocking with you, man. We got, y'all know I am old man. We got my player partner, cause EJ gonna stay in the back, cause then pick up the phone. OG Bobby. Billions in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming, my boy. You know we had to give you the gift, man. We probably gave you 100 already.
For
but we're gonna
sure.
give you another one, man.
Hey, man, keep them coming. Look, for real.
Don't give EJ nothing up out that thing.
Nah, this me.
All right, we out.